Hello and welcome to Creativity TV. On today's show we are joined by Becky James again. Hi Becky.
Hi Emma.
So this looks really interesting. What are you going to be showing us today?
Well, today I'm going to be using the new Art Deco range, and we're going to be using one of the embossing folders, one of the frames, to create a lovely window effect.
Oh, see, I've seen these window scene cards and they look absolutely stunning, but they look difficult to make. So you're going to show us a nice, easy way of doing it?
I am. Right, so I've already cut out the papers, and I'm using the foil papers here because everything Art Deco is all about glitz, glamour and that sort of thing. And we're going to first of all just start by making the back panel, and I'm just using rectangles here. They're all matted and laid onto black and gold card because again these were very evocative of the era. And I'm just going to put the smaller rectangle centrally in the back on the black one. And that really is as easy as it's going to be for making the back
So
panel.
you're putting glue on top of
double-sided
tape. Why is that?
It's just because whilst the glue stick is wet, it allows me to manoeuvre this around or slide it around. So if I don't get it right dead centre, I can just pull it back and manoeuvre it a little bit.
Okay.
So it's a really, really good tip. And stick it is high water content, so you can do that with that glue stick. So that's my back panel, really, really simple. And our main image is going to go into the centre of that, so I can just pop that to one side for a second. Now, the next bit that I've done here, and again, it's already really ready to go, is I've made the main image which is going to go underneath the acetate frame. And I'm using elements here from the Art Deco Ultimate Decoupage pack. Now, again, as well, just to make sure that this goes down properly, I can pop my glue stick over the back of those foam dots as well, so it works equally well with your foam or with your double-sided tape. Now, I'm popping this, you'll see, I'm just popping it further down than centrally because when I actually make my frame, it's going to have elements here that will cover it up. So I want the image to sit below the frame.
Okay, yep.
So next thing I'm going to do, just add, this is an anniversary card, but of course you can change it to whatever theme that you want it to be. But I'm just going to use these lovely Art Deco outline stickers just to add the word love down the side here. What I'm going to do now is I've got a piece of acetate already lined up here, and I've put double-sided tape on either side because that is what I'm going to use to fold back in on itself and stick round the main image. But we're going to emboss it with the Art Deco frame embossing folder.
See, I've never embossed on acetate before. Is it as easy as on paper?
It's really easy to do, yeah.
Really?
Absolutely. Exactly the same. You just follow the same principles. It works exactly the same way.
Right, okay.
Well, what you can, I mean, you can make lovely backgrounds and for formatting and layering with this sort of thing, or to make your own acetate cards. But you can see, if I just move my hands out of the way, you can see the lovely design here. If you want to, you can sand it and that'll give it a lovely frosty look as well. But what we're going to do is actually decorate the top elements of the design. I've actually embossed, and I've only embossed elements, but I've embossed the top two corners here in black, and I've already cut those out because we're going to use those.
Right.
And then in the gold, because again, as I said earlier, gold is really, really part of that era, I've embossed the sort of the moon section here, and I've cut those out already. So we're going to stick those down directly onto the bit that we've embossed. So there we go, we've actually got now all the sort of colonnades here. Yeah. They're embossed on the acetate, and then we've got the gold here.
I cut those bits out, put those on, and they look wonderful.
So you've got this lovely design here.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is just pop that over there. I'm going to fold just inwards here, and I've found that about a quarter, 3/4 of an inch is the best distance in. And what I tend to do is just make a little mark with a ball tool so I can see where that is, and down the bottom. There we go. And then I'm just going to fold that in so that I've got a little fold here, and that will actually sit behind my main image panel.
Right, okay.
And if you get one of the X-Cut burnishers and just run that down the side there, you get a lovely crisp score. So what I'm now going to do is just take that double-sided tape off the back there, and then I slot, this is my main image, and I'm going to slot that in where the fold is and stick it down.
I suppose you could use this method if you wanted to create your own little picture frame as well,
yes,
couldn't you?
Absolutely. Yeah, just if you wanted to add a picture in or something like that, make an extra special card with a picture in. Or you could, I mean, you could use it as an element on a scrapbooking page as well if you wanted to. So just, again, fold the other side in and just pop your finger down the back so it all sticks nicely, and that gives you your lovely bowed effect.
How easy was that? I thought this was going to be a really difficult project for that effect.
Yeah.
But that was really easy.
It is. So now all I'm going to do, just to finish the frame off, is just add a few little embellishments.
Okay.
So,
Well, whilst you're doing that, I can let everyone know that if you would like to get hold of the step-by-steps and copy this technique, you can find it in the project section right here in the Creativity Club. Also, if you have a go at making this, it'd be great to see how you do it and what you do, or if you adjust it and use it as a picture frame instead. You can drop me an email at tv@docrafts.com. So here you're adding adhesive stones.
Just following some of the embossed design that's actually on the gold foiling. And then one other thing I'm going to add to the frame, and I'm doing this now because we're going to stick this to the back panel next, is there are absolutely beautiful outline stickers in feathers. And again, feathers were so much in evidence in those days.
They were a huge part of getting dressed up and
absolutely
going out, and
all those headpieces.
Yeah.
And these are absolutely, they're such delicate little outline stickers. These are. There's so much detail to them. So just carefully pulling them off. And actually, if I show you the negative there, you can see just how much detail there is in that. And I'm going to just pop one of these over the side of the frame, just so that it comes down and adds detail around that frame. It almost adds some additional framing to the design. Just wrap it around the back there. And I'm going to just trim off this last little bit. And here. There we go. And now we can add this to our main panel. And it really is then just about finishing off with all the decorative details. Now the way I've found this, the easiest to stick this down onto the panel is using a hot melt glue gun.
Right, okay.
So what I'm going to do is pop a blob in each corner. You have to really make sure your glue is melted so that it's strong enough to stick everything down. And then just place that in the centre. Move it around. There you go.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So that is actually the main design. And what we're going to do now is just add some more of those very geometric and frou-frou kind of embellishments, which will just take a couple of minutes. So in the Art Deco range, we've got these lovely black and white feathers. So I'm going to just stick a couple of these down. And there you go.
That's beautiful and so easy to do as well. How effective is that? I would love to see what you make. So don't forget, do send me an email at tv@docrafts.com. And for now, happy crafting.